to have you with us at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Missouri State Bears and the Liberty Flames. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. So Liberty's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the... So Missouri State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Bears send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Flames offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we take a look at a guy who didn't burn out the recruiting rankings, but man, is he being productive. Kind of came from off the radar a little bit to win the starting running back job in his collegiate debut. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Picks up the first down. There he goes. Then some. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. Hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short drive. Now facing a third and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. And the Bears will punt this one away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. On the run, it's Coleman. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. There he goes! He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's
loose. He's at the 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Flames have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. First carry of the season for this transfer. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Flames!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Neutral zone defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide. Screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd and 3. To the air, it's Ukfl looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Udo. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Running inside. It's Coleman. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Henderson. Got his man on the right. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to the well. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Cunningham. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Flames, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside, it's Coleman. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. So here comes the Bear offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the big fella. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Flips it out on the screen. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Missouri State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Under fire. Lets it fly. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. And the Flames with the 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle, it's Person. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now on 1st down from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're going to ride this running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Liberty! Makes the grab inbounds!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's going to try to return it. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Locklear. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The give on the option. Makes one man miss. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Cunningham. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's NC State looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back to your game at Williams Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Liberty's head coach told me at the half he is absolutely thrilled with the start that this young running back has gotten off to. As we told you, highly recruited, a lot of hype. And in his first start, he has risen to the occasion. Now, we've got a whole half left to go. We'll see if he can continue to shine. But Coach is thrilled with this young freshman's performance to start his career. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Might have a chance. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Makes it past the marker. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. First carry of the season. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running inside, it's Coleman. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Flames!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Missouri State offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Finds his man. It's Miller. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Bears will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now
runs through a man, and he might have space. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Bears can really attack on this second and short. Unloads quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just
snags it, and there's running room. Quick step and go. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Missouri State!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on the... Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And while that last pass was complete, it's left them in an even worse situation on third down. To the air, it's Henderson. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Flames line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell out.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The keeper on the option. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. On target to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their...
Finding some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll have a 1st down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Flames come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. Desperately looking. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Flames. Made the grab in the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. The inside handoff. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. It's complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. Snagged in the middle. It's Myers. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Looking to throw on first down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Under fire. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Bears have the answer.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Rides the back and leaves it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Complete. Baylor Bears call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get...
Maybe some room here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Flames are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Udo. Turning it on. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.